thanks for taking the time, y'all. Jon, I wanted to ask a little bit, as far as this being your first start minutes, and also in your hometown, home area, it is such an interesting game too. Can you kind of go through how you kind of put all of that together for your debut, I guess, here today?
Yeah, I was just really amped to, come back home and play. Obviously, I played in the academy for a long time, and it was special to have my family and my friends out here. So it kind of gave me a bit more boost to, work my hardest.
And then how do you kind of, or sorry, Andrew, how do you guys played, had some opportunities. You obviously stepped up for some good saves in the second half. What do you kind of maybe take from this game here?
I mean, I was so proud of the way we played in the second half. I mean, I think any saves I made were in the first half. We absolutely dominated them with 10 men in the second half. It was fun to see. Their keeper made a few good saves in the second half. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we're disappointed to have not picked up the points there. I think we could have got 3. But there's so much belief. If we go out playing like that, at every whistle, we're going to be in a good spot.
All right, guys, thank you for your responses there. We'll go to Jeremiah Oshan next. Jeremiah, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you guys are beyond the point of being able to take, consolation points from this, but do you look at it as a game that you can build some momentum from?
Yeah, I think so. Playing down a man, against them, they were so second half, they were really just defending us. And, I think if we keep that same energy going into the next match against Philly, we can get a good result that time.
All right, next question over to Maz Vida. Maz, go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yeah, guys, and sorry, we're kind of going to I'm going to ask a question regarding how do you do that? I get the energy, I get being past kind of the, you know what I mean, the the small wins and everything, but how do you carry this into that Philadelphia game coming up?
Yeah, I mean, you can win games different way, right? You can win games tactically, you can win games through determination, like effort, lucky bounces, whatever. And I think that what we showed today is that we have a squad that is so unbelievably hungry to get results that if tactics don't do it against Philly, then grit and determination will. And I think that will go, that'll be the theme the rest of the year. I mean, the amount of fight that we showed today, I was pretty proud of it. I think that's probably the key takeaway.
Yeah. And then Jonathan, I think Jada kind of asked that, but what were you able to do out there, in your first start? What are some of the things you saw you were able to do? I know you're going to say you're going to improve on some stuff, but what is it that you brought today that you'd like to improve upon and continue to help the team out?
I think it's just, being a defensive, just workhorse. Obviously it was a tough challenge, a lot of 50-50 balls against Benteke, who was pretty tough in the air. I was able to get some duels, but, I got to perfect it and try and get even more duels next time. You play against a big 9 like that. And, just keep working hard and go back, watch film and listen to the coaches and what they have to say and try to just put that on the field for the next opportunity I get.
Thank you.
Kev, we're going to go to you next. I know you have media in the room there in DC, so take it away.
Let's see here. What can you take away from the attacking movements in the second half? It really looked a lot more connected, despite the fact that you're down to 10. A week ago, very, very difficult time, right? What is it? Was it energy for you tonight? Was it just the group that you had out there? What do you think spurred the better play down to 10 men?
I mean, we kind of spoke about using the energy of a game last week after the Vancouver one. You can take certain moments and use them as growth moments and feed into your energy levels, or they can subtract. And I think that we showed that at a time when things weren't necessarily going our way, we could build off of that and find ways to kind of reinvigorate the team and go from there.
Are there other questions in the room, Kev?
Yeah. What do you feel in the beginning of the game? The winner, right? What happened after the second time?
Repeat the question.
Sorry, we're doing
Oh,
that
what
one,
do you
please?
feel after winner in the beginning of the field, not the game, but after you lost it?
What did we feel as
Yeah,
in
in the second game, you already
that we lost?
lost.
I mean, of course, we're disappointed. That's the primary emotion. Every game we go into, we believe we can get 3 points. This team is incredibly talented. So you know, there's no shying away from that. We're not happy about it. But you know, we got a game in 3 days, 2 days, whatever it is. Take our heads up and let's go against Philly on Tuesday.
All right, we'll take one more in the room. Please go ahead, Kev.
It's always a chaotic moment when a goalkeeper has to come on straight to face a penalty kick. What's going through your mind in that moment? What are you trying to do as you get up there? What's the thought process for you? I mean, I know it's a tough situation.
No, for sure. But I mean, one thing you got to learn about being on the bench is you got to prepare for that situation. And you know, I went about my routines today the same way that I would have done if I was starting, because I'm, you know, visualized that happening. Honestly, like getting ready to put my gloves on and sprint out there. When it came to the pen, he's obviously taken it well. I you know, fancied myself. I just wanted to get to the corner, and he's kind of got it up and over me. So it's a well-taken pen. But you know, it's one of those moments that you see in names and lights, and it just didn't work out.
All right, we'll take one or two more here on Zoom before we head over to head coach Brian Schmetzer's press conference. Owen Murray, thank you for waiting. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time. Jon, I wanted to ask you about just possession in the back. You're in this team for the first time. How did you feel that went? Kind of in the first half with 4 in the back, and then after the red card, how that went?
You know, I think possessive wise, we did good. We knew how DC United was going to play. We knew pressing them, they were going to just try and hit long balls over the top, and it was going to be a game of second ball. But I thought we held ourselves pretty well. And then even after the red card, you know, for the last 10 minutes in that first half and then going into the second half, I thought we did an excellent job of just trying to control the game at our own pace, even being down a man.
Thanks, guys.
Owen, thanks for your question. Jada, did you have a follow-up?
Yes, I just wanted to ask Andrew, how do you feel as far as making the quick turnaround to Philly, the unexpected minutes today? What is going to be your routine to be able to be ready for Philly?
Yeah, I mean, it's get the recovery stuff on. There's a bunch of people obviously that play today that are playing on Tuesday, and we'll get our regen in tomorrow. Get some good sleep tonight, and sharp training session on Monday, and we'll be ready to go. I'm not, you know, worried about the turnaround at all. More excited. This is one of those moments where, you know, you take a loss, you want to get out there as quickly as possible, and game on Tuesday is perfect.
All right, last question to Jeremiah.
Yeah, I'm just curious. You obviously knew there was going to be I guess it's mainly for Jon, but Andrew can speak to it too, I suppose, is you know there was going to be a lot of changes in the lineup today. What was the energy like in training, and how did knowing that, you know, you were going to get your first look, that, you know, a lot of guys were coming into the lineup this week, how did that change the energy in training this week?
I think we were just motivated. You know, obviously we've been out to a rough start, and for us, we just go out to every game, you know, with the mentality that we're going to get 3 points, and we're gonna, you know, just work hard for 90 minutes. And you know, training was good this week. You know, we had a positive energy going into DC, and you know, we were motivated from the jump.